Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Apologies if my audio sounds like my microphone audio sounds different and not in a good way. Well, I mean, obviously I was trying to go for something good, but, if it doesn't sound good, I apologize. All I did was I'm running my audio through a, what are they called? Like a voice mixer or something to that effect, an audio mixer. And I wanted it to sound a little bit louder because I've been playing back some of my other videos, and I sound a little quiet from time to time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I do want my audio to, actually project a little bit. And so I'm trying to increase the volume a little bit. So I apologize if it sounds weird. It's not what I'm going for. But pay to win. It's interesting. I don't think I might have had this trinket before, but I haven't had it in a while, if that is the case. Get a rate of fire upgrade, which is exactly what we were looking for. That was really the only issue with any of our stats, was the rate of fire, and we just fixed that immediately. So, things are definitely looking pretty good now. What does this do? Oh, it gives me homing shots for the room. Okay, well, that's not a great item, honestly. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but we're obviously going to want to look for something better, I think. No. You motherfucker. That bomb, I was pushing that bomb away and somehow I pushed it closer to me. It's not how that's supposed to work. I am very angry. I am expressing my anger and disappointment in the form of communication. I don't know, man. Look, okay? It's not even the morning time. Okay? It's like midnight. All right, so I can't use that excuse. I know. I'm also I'm running low on water. There's my excuse. Brain and body need water to function. Haven't had enough water. There you go. That is why I am a dumbass. Guillotine. To be honest, I don't actually remember what that does. Part of me thinks it's a spacebar item. Another part of me thinks that, oh, you know what? I know what it does. And I don't want to take it. Because it'll disconnect my body, or my head from my body. And while it does have a nice additional effect, it is very disorienting for me. I'm not in the mood for that, okay? I don't know what episode it was, but I had to deal with Dunce Cap and Wizard Shot, and it ruined everything. Really not in the mood for more of that, for more bullshit like that. So, I just want a nice normal run here. Whether or not I win or lose, of course, is, up in the air. But I would like it to stay a little bit more on the normal side, if you don't mind, game. I would really appreciate it if I don't accidentally pick up an item that is going to ruin my run for the rest of the way, Because we would have won, I think, without ever picking up Dunce Cap, okay? But I didn't know that's what Dunce Cap did, because I hadn't picked up Dunce Cap in quite a long time. So, anyway, you know what? I'm going to use it in here. It almost got me. I think that was definitely worth it. We got a dime out of that. Don't want to pay. No, I don't want that. So I'm going to keep exploring here. Might go into the shop now that we actually have, a substantial amount of money. Not substantial, but enough, to warrant going in there. You motherfucker, you almost had me. And here we go, we got another bomb. Hopefully, you know, we can get something at least half decent out of this. I mean, well, I'll definitely take that. Thank you very much. And we will pay a visit to the shop since we can. I don't want either one of the or any of those. There is a reroll machine, but I don't want to pay to use it. So, well, I mean, unless I can get money out of here or out of the flames in the other room. If not, I'm just going to move on. Or turds, whatever they were. Yeah, I'm just going to move on. Alright. We should get a deal with the devil here. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Okay, even me taking a little bit of dumb damage early on here should not prevent us whatsoever from getting a deal with the devil. Okay? I am far too good to let a couple little, you know, turd-looking things like Monstro to ruin this for me. They almost did, because I'm dumb. But wasn't about to let it happen. Okay. Pardon me? Oh, I started with this item. Okay. Got it. You know, I really don't think this is worth taking, to be honest with you. Like, I don't see any reason to take that, because it only gives you the ability to fly, which is, in my opinion, is not worth 2 red heart containers. You know, it... Of course, you know, everybody has their own opinions, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm also going to stop in here and lose some of my health, but it was absolutely worth it. Okay, well, we got like 4 spiders out of that, but you know what? We got 3 immortal hearts out of it as well. Okay, and that's 3 more than what we had before. Okay, speed down, that's fine. 48-hour energy, kind of useless to me at this point. Let me go in here again. Give me money, please. Okay, no, you're not going to. That's fine. So we'll just leave that shop alone then. You know, I mean, there are shops on every floor. I'll be fine. Not the end of the world. Cool, Curse of the Lost, my favorite. Oh, no. You know what? I refuse to take damage on this floor. I'm going to put that out there right now. I refuse to take damage. That means that I will not take damage because I refuse to. Up. I refuse to take damage. It's not going to happen. Okay? It is absolutely not going to happen. You know what? Yeah. Let's blow this up. Okay, we got our bomb back. You know what? It's perfectly fine by me. Better than getting nothing, am I right? That's what I'm saying. Get away from me. I am not taking damage on this floor. I've already made that determination. This is why I need water. And you aren't going to ruin it for me. Frankly, motherfucker. So, get the hell out of here. Get the hell. I don't like either one of you. There we go. Alright, what do you got for us in here? You know, I was really hoping that you'd have a little bit more in there, but you know, I guess I was wrong to hope for things and want things, you know. God forbid I do that, right? Alright, get away from me. Like I said, I'm not taking damage on this floor. And if I do, the game cheated. So, either way, I'm not in the wrong. Okay, alright, cool. Just looking for the item room in the boss fight at this point. I mean, you know, I'm disappointed that that shop didn't have anything that we could really take advantage of, but, you know, that's how she rolls. Holy shit. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I thought I could squeeze through. Definitely couldn't, because their fat asses were in the way. That's okay. Where is this item room? I don't even know where I am anymore. I mean, I kind of have an idea of where I am, but... God damn it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Just give me the item room, please. I need it. I need it, and then I will go. I will come and go like the wind. Alright, come on, man. How big is this floor? These floors aren't supposed to be that big. We're only on the caves 1, right? You know, there isn't supposed to be a whole lot here, I thought, but maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't help that I'm fucking lost, too. I have no idea where I am. Nope, this was not the right way. Wonderful. Beautiful. Really appreciate it, game, for leading me in this direction and then taking it away from me. It's my favorite. God, can you... Not Jesus Christ, can you... All I wanted was for you to position yourself in the spot where I could actually hit you, you know, so it was fair. But, no, I get it. This game doesn't like to play fair. Okay? You know, it's a little annoying. It's for, you know, it's for fucking sure, but, have I gone up? Okay, here we go. I hadn't gone up this way. Do not lose the deal with the devil. Even though it is a small chance, it is a chance nonetheless. And we also have an angel room opportunity, but we're probably not going to get that, to be honest with you. And frankly, I wouldn't want it. I don't want that either. Because, yeah, give me Bumbo. That's fine. Not like a great item, but I would rather play it safe with a somewhat decent item than keep trying to reroll and eventually picking up like or having to settle for a bad item. So it's a good play in my book. Okay. All right. Here's the deal. Okay, you're going to die. And I am going to have my deal with the devil remain intact. Okay, it's a pretty simple plan here. You don't really even have to do much. In fact, you could do absolutely nothing if you wanted to. You know, you don't have to do anything. I understand, you know, if you want to play it up a little bit for the people back home. But, you know, I promise that it is not necessary and really, you know, might be a little bit more of an annoyance and a hindrance than anything else. But, you know, I can't tell you what to do, really. I walked right into it. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Yes. Thank you. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Give me ceremonial robes. I think I'm going to take this. Okay, we get Gimpy, and we get Dark Matter. Two very good items, and I think that was worth it. Okay, because Bumbo is not great. It's okay. It's not great. Cuban meat is also okay. It is not great. So I am perfectly satisfied with the decision that I made. I think it was the right one, honestly. And we still have one red heart container left. So it's not like we're strapped for HP, really. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we might be, but I still think that was, you know, those were the right plays there. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Jesus Christ. I apologize that I'm talking so much about Isaac, but I don't have anything to really talk about in terms of, I don't know, my life or topics, hot topics. There's a lot of hot political topics, but again, we don't do that on this channel. We used to do that on this channel, and then I realized that, you know, not only were my political opinions unpopular, but, you know, I mean, they were wrong also. And they pissed a lot of people off, and I don't want to do that. I just want to sit here and play Isaac and have a good time, you know? My political opinions have changed. God damn it, I was stuck on that stupid ladder. All right. Anyway, you know, my political opinions have changed a lot over the past, like, 2 or 3 years. And I'm not going to go into what I believe or, you know, where my values are or anything like that. But, you know, it is definitely a little, I forgot, a little nuts that, you know, you can believe so strongly in one thing and then, or I mean many things for that matter, you know, and then it can change even in as short of a span as a few years, you know. Because, I mean, especially if anyone paid any sort of attention to me on Twitter, you know, in 2016 around election time, and even before then and a little bit afterwards as well. You know, I definitely had some strong opinions, and those same people could tell you now that, you know, I've definitely changed my tune as well. You know, it's just, it's wild, you know. And I don't think that having a change of heart in terms of what you believe is a bad thing. Some people will lead you to believe that that is a bad thing, you know, because you're, you know, changing what you believe in, you know, and for some people that's like fake, which I think is honestly absolutely ridiculous. You know, you, I mean, if you don't believe in what you previously believed in anymore, then why would you pretend to believe in it at that point, you know? You know, it's the same thing when it comes to like a religion, you know, like, and I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to walk across that minefield, but, you know, like, it's the same thing with like a religion, you know? If you believe in a religion at one point and then you don't believe in that religion anymore, why would you keep pretending, you know, removing all hypothetical situations, why would you keep believing in that religion, you know? Just because it would be quote-unquote fake of you to not believe in that religion anymore. You're allowed to change. People are allowed to change, and sometimes people don't recognize that. You're allowed to change. You know, you're allowed to hold different, you know, beliefs. You're allowed to have different values than the ones you held before. You know, it's not so black and white. I'm going to take this just to go fucking wild. All right, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look for a key because I need one. But this, like, I definitely, you know, put myself in a weird situation now because I've been taking all of these deal with the devil items, and now now, you know, my stats are really good, but I am low on HP, and that's the risk that you run with, the risk that you run with, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was talking about. That's pretty wild, too, that the brain can do that. I mean, you know, like... I'm not going to say that it's, like, you know, a direct cause, necessarily, but... I have read and I have heard that developing a reliance and a dependency on caffeine can mess with your short-term memory. And I feel like I have felt that to some degree. You know, I have, you know, there are sometimes, like, I can't like, no matter how hard I try, I can't remember things that may have happened like a week ago. You know, remembering stuff that happened like 10 years ago is no problem, but remembering stuff that happened a week ago is a little bit different. And I understand that that can happen just, you know, with the human brain, and it's not necessarily in, or at least it could necessarily not be linked to, you know, like caffeine or anything like that, but it happens often for me, like, you know, to the point where it's noticeable, like that I can't remember certain things from like even just like a few days ago, you know, or like just now, like even a few seconds before, you know. I'm not really concerned, I mean, about that, to be honest with you. Maybe, you know, maybe I should be, but I'm not. Because, you know, I don't consume enough caffeine to the point where it's legitimately dangerous, you know, at all. I have maybe 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day, which is above average, I think, for sure. But it's not dangerous at all, really. I mean, maybe it'll help trigger some minor health problems later on in life, but, you know, I really don't think it's that bad. And there are plenty of studies that have come out, you know, that are that have said, well, you know, caffeine can do this and caffeine can do that, and you know, and all of this stuff. Like, it can do all of this stuff to your brain, and it can lead to these problems later on, you know. Or it can lead to these benefits later on. Like, there are multiple studies have come out saying that if you drink like 1 cup of coffee a day, you are more likely to live longer, you know. Granted, the thing with studies, though, is that while there is a point that they're trying to make, you know, you can't directly link coffee to living longer, you know, because it's a study and it's a specific set of parameters, and it's you know, and it's a and it's, you know, a particular set of people, even if they're randomly selected. You know, and all of these different I know I've been losing a lot of HP. We've got to be close to death, I think. I don't know how close, but we've got to be close. You know, like, granted, assuming that that just because you drink coffee or drink 1 cup of coffee a day, you're gonna live longer, you know, that line of thinking is dumb, you know. But yeah, and that's why, like, you shouldn't take studies with a grain of salt necessarily. And I died. Holy shit. Yeah, I was very close to death. I had a very bad floor. I'm going to finish out this story and then we'll end the episode. But, like, or not story, but, like, this bit, I for lack of a better term. You know, you shouldn't, I mean, I don't think that you should take studies with a grain of salt, but I don't think they're meant to be, you know, interpreted as fact, you know, either. You know, it's an observation. You know, studies are conducted to make observations, really. And there have been conflicting studies before, you know. granted, when there is a consensus that is drawn from many studies, that is when you can kind of say, hey, this is probably fact, you know, like the evidence is there. All of these studies say that, like, you know, when it comes to climate change and vaccinations and all of that, like there have been so many studies that indicate that climate change is happening and it's real and blah, blah, blah. And vaccinations are good, you know. There have been all of these studies that have come to a consensus, and at that point, you know, it's not a matter of observation really anymore. It's a matter of establishing fact, and that's when I think studies should be interpreted that way. But, you know, when it's one study that says drinking 1 cup of coffee a day can help you live longer, I think, you know, it's more of an observation than anything else, and I think you also have to take a look at the study itself and understand the parameters and understand where they're drawing that conclusion from. But, of course, our attention spans are, you know, abysmal, mine included. So, I don't know. You know, it's my 2 cents on that. Anyway, this was a bad run for us. You know, we were given plenty of opportunities, and again, I just threw it away. It happens way too often. Jesus Christ. So, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, let me know down in the comment section below. Like the video and share it with your friends. It lets me know you want to see more of any game series I do here on the channel. The link down to the game is in the description box below if you want to pick it up for yourself. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. I play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys very much for watching. Love you very much, and I will talk to you later.